idea when the timer thing started. Starting a stream is hard these days. If you're here after the live stream, thank you so much for being here. Timestamps are down in the description of the video because the first like minute or so here is probably just going to be me trying to set up the stream as I always do in these. So just figured I'd mention that to you right now so you can jump ahead if you need to. Because I am not very smart when it comes to technology, which you would think, like, wouldn't be the case, but I assure you, it is much worse than you are imagining. Okay. We can come here, we can come here. Hey, Kai, how you doing today? What is up? We are trying to play some Marvel Snap again, since, you know, on Saturdays I like to do these, kind of different streams. So yeah, how's everything going? Alright, I think now all I need to do is announcement on the Discord, and we will be good to go. At everyone. Hi, making dinner in YouTube is nicer on my phone. How are you? No problem. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. There's no good reason to not stream on both. So, especially if it helps someone be able to watch the stream easier, it's just all the more reason to do it. I'm doing pretty good. No issues yet. I did, however, eat quite possibly the hottest hot sauce I've ever had in my life. I've never had hot sauce so hot that, like, I actually involuntarily start crying. It was bad. Like, granted, it was awesome, but, like, it was bad. I'm usually have a very high tolerance. Like, there are things that my friends won't trust me on when I say, yeah, that's not that hot. No, that was hot. That was very hot. You know, I meant to check, like, what was on that, what was in that, like, spice-wise, because I didn't actually check. Also, I do have for the Marvel Snap content here, I do have, like, a thing to show my deck while I'm actually in the game. I think I'm just gonna, like, play a little bit of, I don't know, I've been having a lot of fun with Zabu. So I'll probably just play some Zabu until someone tells me that it's bad. We're starting at 58 rank on Platinum, so I'm gonna see if we can't at least hit Diamond. Do you remember what kind of pepper was in there? I don't. I can check real quick. Interestingly enough, the container actually just says habanero and jalapeno peppers, which usually do not do that to me, ever. But then it also at the end says pepper extract. No idea what pepper extract means. I kind of want a Zabu here, just that they can never, because, like, if Mirror Dimension turns into Bar with no name, I definitely don't want to be playing anything there. So maybe I just, like, Cosmo here, just so that I can, like, Darkhawk in peace. Oh, well, that's perfect. Okay. I don't know how they plan on winning this game. I guess they could technically win Bar with no name, which would be very sad if they do have Hazmat. But I just hit their Wong with a Cosmo. Okay, that's what I thought, buddy. Also, wait, no, they literally can't decrease their power because of Luke Cage. Wait, this was actually very horrible for them. All right, well, that's a good start. You see, oh, I forgot to turn on the deck. See, now that's the kind of stuff that I'm looking to do with a deck like this, right? Also, I can't forget, as with every game, insta-mute the opponents so we don't go on to tilt. That's a big brain stat right there. Okay, well, I guess I can just do this a shit ton. Okay, so they're on the... They're on the... At the very least, they're on that game plan. Yeah, I'd feel a lot better about this play. Okay, so I'm gonna have to Shang-Chi Sarah. Oh, wait, I'm not even gonna be able to, am I? This is gonna be really awkward. Because they're gonna, like, Red Skull here. I almost think I have to, like, Shang-Chi now. Just so that I can, like, Loki and pray. Wait, no, this is after turn 5 they revive, so I can't actually play that. Then I think I have to play Sarah. Okay, well... We know how this is gonna go. They're gonna move this thing over. So I don't think I can reasonably kill this Vision. Because I think their plan is probably going to be to put Vision on Luke's bar and then put, like, a Taskmaster here or something. The problem is I can't tell which, like, where they're going to put Taskmaster. They might even put Vision here and Taskmaster here. But this will be a 14 power, which means if this moves over, this will be 18, 19, 20, and we'll have not 20. So it's like, I have to, but if they Taskmaster here, this will be 16, 17, 18, and we'll also be at 18, so we'll tie, which means I do need Shang-Chi. This does suck. I think I just retreat. No, you know what? We're going to try to big brain this. And if this doesn't work, then I'll retreat on following turns. But now you see the problem is that, like, I still lose because we tie here. And they were winning on this location. So, like, that didn't really do anything for me, you know? You had Loki this whole time and you were like, this game sucks, come on, man, make... What? What point did I ever say that, Sleeper? What do you mean? I literally got Loki as I started playing the game again because I opened him in one of those spotlight chests. And that was, like, maybe 2 weeks ago? Not even? I feel like I actually want to put Sunspot here. You used your Spotlight for Loki? I didn't, like, use it for Loki. I just opened the Spotlight, and he just happened to be there. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't, like, specifically go out of my way. There was 3 options, and I don't remember what the other 2 options were, but, like, they weren't really better. Okay, so we definitely have to play Zabu, right? Oh, good. Well, you know, we're going first, and if I play Miss Marvel here... Oh, but I won't be able to get her to stay. So that means that they might... Okay, if this is a Galactus play, and they play Galactus here, their Galactus is just going to immediately die, right? Numbers on Snap. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying my best here. How you doing today, Silverhawk? I guess I have to play Miss Marvel here. Just because if, like, this is a Galactus play, I think this is where it makes the most sense for them. Unless they're gonna, like, destroy this location. Or destroy Galactus here so that they can play, bigger stuff. I think it makes the most sense to do it here, but I guess I'm wrong. Okay, it's not even Galactus. I don't know why Numbers has such an irrational fear of Galactus. Oh, yes. Irrational fear. Yes, that's what I would... That's how I would describe that, yes. Okay, I need to play Rock Slide here so I can actually play stuff on this location. That's weird. I mean, I guess they get 2 Nimrods. Nimrod's a fun card. I just wish that I could, like, make him good. Five. So this is 10. So this is 18. And that's if I don't Absorbing Man 2. But they're going first, and they could easily, like, Zola this. So if they Zola this and this comes here, it's going to, like, break these. So that means that there's only 15 power here. But then these actually won't come over here at all, so this location will be blank. This will just be 15. But, you know, Zola here... No, there'll be 12 power here. I don't think I can win. If I'm being honest. Because they're going first. If I was going first, I could just kill the Venom and it'd be, you know, easy day, but... I don't feel like my deck is that high rolly, but then, like, there's times when I just don't draw, like, parts of the that game wasn't an example of that, by the way. That game wasn't an example of, like, me not drawing pieces. I just kind of got clapped by Nimrod. But, like, there's games where I just, like, multiple games in a row where I just don't draw the cards I need when I need them. I kind of feel like I should actually just Loki here. I'm either Loki or Miss Marvel. I mean, considering I kind of want a Sarah. Like, I have Collector, Moon Girl, and Loki, so I kind of think it's Miss Marvel Sarah... Like, I don't know what opponent's doing. It's turn 4 and they still haven't played a single card. Oh, it's a high Evo. Where do I need the most power? Like, so if I do just play these, he'll gain 3 and then 6. So he'll gain 9 power. I'm on high at Evo. High Evo seems like a really good card. It's just like you have to like prioritize what you buy, right? So it's just like, do I spend the extra money? Okay, so they've spent a lot of turns with unspent mana, so I think Hulk is what? He's +2 for each turn you spent with unspent mana, I think. He'll be in the spotlight soon. That's good, because I'm kind of hoping that, what if I do, like, this? The problem is that, like, I don't really win this location if they Hulk here. So I kind of almost think I put Loki here. In a month. Do we know what the spotlights are? Like, when they'll be what? Okay, so we should win unless this is really broken. Okay, no, it's not. Really? They're subject to change, of course, because it's a data mine, but for the most part, they are what they are. Really? Huh. I didn't realize that was like... Because, like, I've been saving mine, right? Like, where's my... How do I look at my CL? Wait. On the PC client, how do you see your collection? Like, your collection level? Oh, it's this thing. Like, I've been saving mine because, like, I already have the new card. I really don't want Jean Grey, and I don't care enough about this skin to get this. So, like, I'd rather not open this. Oh, but is the next one going to be good? Any good? Why isn't this opening? Okay. Man-Thing, Stegodon, and Jeff. Alright, I already have Jeff, but I don't have those other two, so I guess that's fine. Actually, hold on. I'll pull this up on stream real quick just so that we can, like, look through it. Just give me a second here. I mean, you don't have to pull them every week. I don't think that's the intention. I'm gonna pull the Iron Lad and High Evo week. Well, the problem is that I still want to, like, open the chests and stuff, right? Because, like, there's still the extremely low odds that we do hit something there. Alright, so, you know, this is this week. Martyr, Jean Grey, and Spider-Man 2099. I already have 2 of these. And then there's Jean Grey, who, like, I don't think she's, like, good enough to want to pull now. Stegodon... Or Stegron. I'm sorry, I keep saying Stegodon. It's just Stegron. Stegron and Man-Thing. You do not want to open them if there isn't a card you want. I don't think you understood what I said at all. Okay, I gotta be honest. This skin for Jeff is kind of sick, too. Like, I'd be pissed if I opened the skin, but, like... Stegodon. What? I don't know what that's... I don't know if I'm cool with that. What is Blob? Is Blob a new card coming out? Okay, anyway. I'm looking at these. What is this an ad for? So yeah, this one's not great. I think I'll probably open for this one. Like, Stegron and Man-Thing are both, like, playable cards. They're not, like, cards that I want, but looking at, like, what comes after, I'd have to be holding for a very long time to get one that I, like, really want. So, like, Iron Lad is one I really want. But I'm sure by the time this comes out, I'll actually, like, get enough collection level to do that. Same with High Evo. I also just don't think that these are, like... I mean, these might stay, but, like... Man, I really need Elsa. Elsa's a card I really need. Because there's, like, a lot of decks that I want to play that I just can't play if I don't have her. Yeah, every week is generally a new card. Next week was supposed to be a Firestar, but they pulled it back because people were bitching it's too many cards. I do remember hearing about that, like, there was supposed to be a bunch of new cards, and then they're like, let's like cut it from 5 weeks in a row to 4 weeks in a row. Which is fair because, like, I mean, I've said this a few times on my stream, but I wasn't playing Marvel Snap, so, like, you know, people probably don't know this, but it was my understanding that the, like, Series 3 cards, there were supposed to be new cards coming into Series 3, like, every season. So, like, once a month or something. But that just hasn't happened. I haven't played this game, like, religiously in, like, 4 months. I think after Phoenix Force is when I stopped playing, and then I picked it back up, like, right before Miss Marvel stopped. It was, like, a week before the Miss Marvel thing ended. Or, no, I'm sorry, not the Miss Marvel one. No, maybe it was only 2 weeks. Maybe there was only 2 weeks left in this Miss Marvel one. Yeah, so that'd be, like, what, 2 weeks ago? I haven't had anything new here in a while. I kind of really want Spider-Ham, too. So, yeah, like... Considering that they don't do, like, cards in, like, a big patch like other games. In an ideal world, you want 8 keys if you want Ironland and Evo. I mean, that should be doable. Like, I can definitely get a key each season. Like, that's not impossible. I've done it already. That's how I pulled Loki, actually. Anyway, let me use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Do you know how the Spotlight Cache works? Yeah. I came here right at the right time. I got to see the exclusive chair stream. Nice chair, nice hoodie. Thank you, Andrew, the cozy mod. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I had to use the bathroom. And it smelled disgusting, because again, I had, like, probably the hottest hot sauce of my life earlier. Is this GTA 6? Yes. No, this is the new patch for GTA 6. Instead of adding in more cars and whatever they add to GTA, they decided to put in a gacha game in the middle of it. See, like, I want to snap, but I feel like it's too early. Like, Zabu on Citadel is really good. I have no idea which card they got because all of them are. I mean, like, Darkhawk on Citadel is good. I can't see how many keys you've had. I'm just assuming you got like 2 or something. Yeah. What is this? The lowest cost card in your opponent's hand into your hand. Give it +2 power. I'm guessing it must be like. It must have been Darkhawk or Loki that he got. Or they got, I should say. I kind of feel like I want to just play Cosmo here. Call it like a gut feeling. All I'm saying is if you want to guarantee Ironland, you should have 4 keys saved up. I don't, like, need to guarantee Iron Lad. I just, like, want the chance to pull him from it. I really feel like I should just Darkhawk Loki. But, like, also looking at their current board, I don't know that Loki's gonna give me, like, very good cards right now. Why wouldn't you want Ironland, though? Because he's, like, 12 weeks away from happening. I don't think you understand, like... Oh, he got absorbed in it, okay. I mean, I guess if I had thought that they were just going to Widow's Bite me, I would have just gone for the Absorption Man play. The Spotlight Cache isn't once a week, is it? If it is, that kind of changes things, but I didn't... My understanding is that it wasn't. I guess I just armor Loki again. Maybe there's like no good reason to not just play. Well, you know, they could. How many cards do they have in hand? They have 5, so they could Loki in. So I think it's actually probably best to just put Loki Collector here, because they would need 7 here, and they're already spending 4 on Loki. I mean, I might as well just do this in this order. I don't think I get anything here, but just in case. I mean, I shouldn't, because this is going on a Cosmo location. I mean, maybe it should actually just be this. Just put 5 power here, 5 power here. No, because I feel like 6 power isn't that hard to beat, but 7 power plus... Okay, cool. That was actually really smart to put armor there, just so that it wasn't a 50-50. I didn't even think that would be... I didn't even think Rogue was an option. I'm gonna be honest with you. Is it really once a week? Because I feel like I didn't... I feel like I didn't... Where's the freaking... Like, I didn't open Loki last week. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, it says 2 days, but that's like when the season ends. Are you sure these are once a week? Because I feel like it wasn't last week that I opened Loki. Maybe it was, but, like, I don't think it was. Insatiable hunger for tacos is probably one of the best, one of the best things. Loki was 2 weeks ago, so then it's not weekly. Because there wasn't a new thing last week. Hey, Numbers, I don't play much Snap at all, so I don't know what's going on here. Basically, the way Snap works is you have 3 locations, right? This number here signifies how much power you have. And, you know, the top right of a card is the power. So you just need to win 2 locations. That's the main thing. The way our deck works specifically is we have a bunch of 4-drops. And the card Zabu, which you can see on the deck collection that's like on this side of the screen, on the left side. You see the 2-drop Zabu? He makes the 4 drops cost 1 less. So the idea is that on turn 6 you can play 2 4-drops. Okay, well, that's fine. Cool, yeah. Cosmo is a really fun card. He basically makes, like, on-play effects. That ongoing is, like, as long as the card's on the board, this effect is happening. On reveal is, like, as soon as the card is flipped over. And then some cards just don't have either. I don't have a great example in my hand right now. I need to, like, preemptively think of where to put Cosmo. Because I want to... You know what? I think we put Cosmo here on... No, I think it's probably going to be best to put Cosmo here. Because then they have to have Dracula here. That's unfortunate. Because I was trying... What I'm trying to do is, there's a card called, MODOK. He's a 5-drop, and he discards your whole hand. Mobius, who's going off like crazy, gets +2 power every time you discard something. Sarah, kind of like interesting enough, Sarah actually kind of works like Seraphine in a like indirect way from LOR. She just makes the cost of everything in your hand cost 1 less. So it's not, like, the exact same thing, but it's, like, along the same idea of, like, just being able to spam shit, you know what I mean? We did not draw the cards we needed. So, did you make this deck yourself? Yes, I did. My options are, like, Miss Marvel, Loki... and then Absorption Man, which only gives Collector 2 power. But I do need something here to give this 10. Because they can still basically do nothing on Citadel. It's like I almost wonder if it's just better to just because we need to win this location, but that's gonna... I mean, they have 0 cost whatevers. I don't think I can win this. I'm just thinking now, they have a bunch of swarm in their hand, and I can't, like, beat 2 swarms here, regardless of what I do. I built this deck just kind of, like, with the cards that I had available to me, right? So, the grayed out ones I don't own. Let's see. So, we're looking at Zabu. I can get this off of the screen. Look at this guy with cool card backs. Do I have cool card backs? I just try to always use a different one. Like, I always... there was a point where I was buying the season pass every season. I think the Phoenix Force one was the first one I did not buy. Let's see. So, like, the big thing with Zabu is you just want good 4-drops. And my issue is that one of the best 4-drops, Iron Lad, I don't have. And another good card that, like, is great with Iron Lad is Eliath, who I also don't have. The infinite card back during Guardians of the Galaxy is peak. I would have made a fun Annihilus deck. I just don't know how to make him actually good. But, like, the big issue is that, like, not a lot of these other 4-drops are, like, good enough to base a whole deck around it. You need Sentry. Why? Because of Collector? I mean... I guess it depends on how much I'm trying to build this deck around Collector, right? Because, like, at the end of the day, it's still, like, a Rock Slide, Absorption Man, Darkhawk, right? I need Sentry for Annihilus? Why do I want Sentry for Annihilus? I'm sorry, that's not Sentry. I'm sorry. That's not Sentinel. You said Sentry, not Sentinel. I'm, like, realizing now. I'm realizing now that, yeah, I have that wrong. I have Sentry. Like, the problem is that, like, I do that, right? Like, yeah, Sentry Annihilus is cool. You probably also want to run, what, like, Hood, Hazmat. But then the problem is, like, what else are you doing here, right? Like, you could run Viper, just that, like, in the event you never draw Annihilus, you still have a way to get rid of Sentry. I don't think junk that's good Viper Green Goblin. Yeah, Viper Green Goblin. Because at the very least, if you get stuck with your own Green Goblin, it still dies. Is Black Widow actually good in that deck, though? Like, I mean, I think Black Widow is probably just a good card, but, like... I guess it forces them to play another negative card. Debris. We want to play the Hob. Like, is this really the best way to play Annihilus, though? Absorption Man. You'll have to explain the Absorption Man one to me. Is that, like... I mean, I guess you can Absorption Man Debris and Hood and, like, potentially Annihilus. You shouldn't have to ever hit Annihilus, but just to copy something cringe. But what if you're accidentally an idiot and you copy your Green Goblin and you just give them a 4-power thing for free? That'd be kind of cringe, right? Do you ever put Scorpion in this deck? Are we putting Wong in here? Like, Wong Hazmat's kind of fun, but... Luke Cage for Hazmat? Why would we want to play Luke Cage? Isn't the whole idea is that if our stuff gets reduced power, we just get rid of it? Throw in Jeff just cuz. Yeah, Jeff is probably fine. I think Jeff's just a good 2-drop. See, but you see, this is my problem with Annihilus, though, right? Is that, like, this is the shell for Annihilus. But then, like, you have 3 cards, and I just don't know if this is even all that good. It's really good if you pop off and, like, can give them a bunch of rocks with Debris Annihilus, but... Like, the only other thing I can think of is maybe Storm. Just, like, lock a location up. Or, like, are we trying to play, like... Miss Marvel? Theo, how you doing today? Miss Marvel's just good. Yeah, I mean, I guess that, like, that is fair that we should just be playing, like, good cards, right? Like, they don't need to necessarily have synergy with the deck, just, like, cards that are good. Is this, like, a good Annihilus deck, though? Bad sleep as last week. That's... Yeah, I mean, sleep is one of those things that, like, once you start getting on a bad sleep schedule, it's really hard to get back onto a good one. Good enough with what you got. Is there, like, a card I should be playing? Like, maybe, like, you'd actually want Spider-Ham in this deck just to be uber annoying. I don't know if we want Scorpion. Does she have any spell that's, like, good for this? You can go Leech instead of Hobgoblin. I feel like Leech is actually not bad. And plus, we have the Dan Hip one, right? I feel like this is just the bot deck, though, right? Minus, like, Hazmat and Jeff. Isn't just like, what bots play? Isn't this just the bot deck? You know what? Let's stick with this for right now. Cerebro 5. I think I had Cerebro 5 built and didn't like it. Like, I had Miss Marvel with it, but I just don't think I liked the deck. Let me save this real quick to the... I mean, I like Cerebro decks. Don't get me wrong. Maybe what it was is I just, like, didn't do very well with it, and it made me not want to play it anymore. Which is how this usually goes for me. Just by the way, usually I, like, don't like a deck. What did you have in it? I wish I didn't get rid of it. I deleted the deck. Oh, I should probably make these, like, not plebeian background stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what the exact deck was. I know it was definitely, Miss Marvel, I don't think you put Titania in the deck. I don't think there's any, like, 1 or 2 drops that you're, like, dying to put in the deck. What's her face? Isn't there a 2-drop that becomes a 5-drop? The like, yeah, doesn't this game +3? Yeah. And I think we did put in Luke Cage. Where is Lizard? There's Lizard. Yeah, I mean, we definitely had that. I don't think we were on Mystique in the version I was playing, even though, like, it just felt like a mistake to not be on her. I feel like I was not. I think we were on Polaris and or Spooderman. I don't think you need it for Cerebro 5. Then maybe, yeah, then maybe that's right. It's like, these are my 3 drops that are 5 power, right? Definitely wasn't on Hulkbuster. Silk. Silk was something I was missing. I don't have Silk. That was, like, a big problem. Because Silk is a 2-drop, right? Yeah, we don't own her. And then Enchantress, I'm pretty sure we were on. Like, yeah, you have to not hit your own Cerebro with it, but, like, I'm pretty sure we were on it. I think we were also on Omega Red because we were missing, I think we were missing the 1 card, so that's why we put in Omega Red. Don't know if he's very good, but I think that's why I had him in the deck. And I think we had Dr. Doom, right? Because he's also a 5 and creates more 5s. You know, you could almost fit in Wave Galactus. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying you could probably do it. There's no 5 power, 5 cost unit. I think the deck I was on had a 1-drop. I don't remember what 1-drop it had. But it had a 1-drop. I think I was supposed to run Spider-Ham. I don't think it was Titania. Probably do want Luke Cage. And then I don't know, like, I think you need Luke Cage and Cerebro decks. That's fair. God, I really wish I didn't delete that deck. I think I was also on Storm. I think we were on Storm. And wave Dr. Doom into turn 4 Dr. Doom ain't bad. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could put in Wave. The problem is that, like, Wave only helps us with 1 card. Now that Wave reduces things to 4 cost, instead of being, like, everything goes to 4 cost, it does make it a little bit more awkward to run in a deck that, like, we don't have more 6 drops on. Or 5 or 6 drops. Maybe it was Magic. I don't remember. I'm probably not gonna play Cerebro 5 unless I get really bored. So let's just pick something just to, like, finish the deck off. Oh, yeah. In retrospect, I really should have used the X-Men one for this, because he is a Cerebro. I wish you could just set one to, like, auto-equip for, like, all of this stuff. Just automatically always go to these. No Elsa. Yeah, like, so... There was, which deck was it? I think it was this was Cerebro 4. This was a Cerebro 4 deck that my friend made. It needs Elsa, because Elsa can make any of this stuff into a 4 cost. This thing, or 4 power. This is 4 power. This thing can become 4 power with Elsa. Broods can become 4 power with Surfer. You pulled her? I bought her. I actually spent the tokens on it. I actually think she's a pretty good card. I know a lot of people don't agree from what I've seen online, but I personally think. You watched Elder video already, right? Yeah, the release for it? Yeah. I did watch it. It was the Elder, like, the animation for Elder Dragon hitting the Nexus looks sick. Can I just leave? I literally have one playable location. I have to just leave. I actually can't win this. I don't have anything that goes on these unless I hit Loki and I hit, like, a god hit. Dur, how you doing today? Bro. Alright, I guess we're doing this then. Miss Marvel only gives you power if there's a card there. So I literally can't play her here. This right here is a deck. Opponent didn't even do anything. I have no clue how Snap works. I never played it and don't plan on to, so can you explain some basics? Yeah, so what you're looking at right now on screen, the most important thing to understand is that there's only 6 turns in the game. If I were to get rid of my lovely webcam here, you'll see in the bottom right corner it says end turn 4 out of 6. There's a maximum of 4 turns. You can leave early, obviously. I just need to, like, find cards that are playable. I really hope Homie has some. Yes, actually. I can just Doctor Doom here. Yeah, so... You aren't playing what you're showing? Oh, am I not? Where is it? There's the Zabu deck. I wonder what their plan is with all this stuff. Well, I guess I'm just giving this thing 6 power. I'll explain in a second. Sherry Sauron Climb? I could play that. I have that deck. That's what the other one that was on the screen was. So anyway, what you're looking at right now, I wish I didn't hit end turn, but like there's 3 locations. Oh. Well, I mean, I guess we just lose. If you want to climb, that's the deck to play. I played a lot of that deck to get to where I am now, and I got bored of it. That's the problem with Snap, is that, like, I just get bored playing stuff. Like, yeah, I could play this for, like, the next 6 hours and climb, but, like, it's just, like, it's not fun. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't hit Sherry, if you don't hit Sauron, Sherry, Red Skull, Taskmaster, you just lose. It's not fun. So anyway, with this game, I will go into the basics of Snap. You can see on the left of the screen, there's 12 cards. That's your whole deck. You can only run one copy of everything, and you can only put 12 cards in the deck. The game is 6 turns long, and there's 3 locations. Turn 1, location 1 activates. Turn 2, location 2 activates, and so on. And they will all have different effects. Like this one here, if you have no cards here, you get +1 energy each turn. So even though we're on turn 1, we have 2 energy. You start with 3 cards, you draw 1 each turn. There's numbers on each location. You want, when your number is higher, or whoever's number is higher, their side will glow. So like you'll see now our side is glowing. The glowing indicates who's winning. You need to win 2 of these in order to win the game. And if there's a tie, like, you know, only one person wins one lane, like each player wins one lane or everything is tied, then it just goes to whoever has the highest power. And if everything is even, it's an actual tie. Are you explaining it for beginners? Yes, I am. How you doing today, Atriu? Thank you for the follow. I wonder if they did that intentionally or if they're like, oh, cool. Okay, so I actually kind of want a Moon Girl here because I kind of want double this. So, like, it's kind of hard to explain, like, what every single card does, but just know the deck that I am playing right now is based around Zabu. Zabu is a 2 cost, 2 power, and his effect, which is ongoing, which means so long as he's on the board, this is in effect. He reduces the cost of 4 costs by 1. So that the whole idea is that you play really good 4-drops to then try to win the game. So this deck in particular, we run a card called Darkhawk. His ongoing is that he gets +2 power for each card in your opponent's deck. And Rock Slide here puts 2 cards into your opponent's deck. For those who are curious, a rock is a 1 cost 0 power. The reason it shows 3 right now, I actually don't know why it shows 3. Suicide Sheep, how you doing today? This is one of my favorite games of all time. Thanks for explaining to beginners to get more people into it. Yeah, no, I love Marvel Snap. My biggest issue with Marvel Snap, I mean, aside from, like, let's just put aside card acquisition for a second here. Like, my biggest issue with Marvel Snap is mostly that, like, I just find myself getting, like, bored playing certain decks. I don't know how to describe it. Like, there are some things I just, like, end up getting bored playing, which isn't, like, great, but that's how it is. His biggest issue with Marvel Snap was that they nerfed Hitmonkey. I loved that Hitmonkey deck, and then they nerfed it into the ground, and I was like, well, now I just can't play the game because I'm not having fun with it. Marvel Snap is a good game, but a cash grab. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone will disagree with that aspect of it. Gameplay-wise, very fun. Very addicting. I will say there are times when, like, the meta is just not fun. Like, there are definitely times when I just don't enjoy the meta. But, like, I don't want people to, like, think that that takes away from the game overall, right? Like, I do like the game overall. Assuming that they're not gonna play Hela, which, I mean, they very well might. I think we just... No. Oh, you know what? I actually messed up. I should have mismarveled Rock Slide so that I could Absorbing Man and get more rocks in their deck. Because now these are only going to be 12 power boys. Why don't you play normal games for fun, like single-player games? Where's the fun in that, man? Where's the fun in that? If I just only played good games... Okay, so we'll just... No, you know what, actually... One of these Dark Hawks needs to be over here, doesn't it? Unless I'm gonna attempt to Shang-Chi this thing into oblivion. Fine, we'll do this. We'll do this play. A little unorthodox, but... Yeah, I get you, definitely. So you have to move to another deck. The one I'm having fun with right now is my Silver Surfer deck. Silver Surfer's fun. Alright, what do we think? Are they going to try to discard something? Because our other play is to just play Sunspot somewhere and just do nothing. When you feel bored playing the usual games. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, the problem is that I'm going first, so I can't even just Shang-Chi this. But I don't think they can buff the power of this location. So I think we're just like... I mean... I don't know. This is... I don't have enough power to win this unless I literally just play this and just do nothing with it. But if they do play something that discards 1, this goes up by 2, which means that this is at 25. And I'll get 7 here. So 7, 7, that's going to be 24. Right? Yeah. So they will win here if they do discard something. Actually, I only have 6 mana. No, I have 7. No, yeah, I have 6. So I won't even. So then I have to just, like, play both of these here and pray. Unless I'm actually just going to put this 6 power here. And pray that they don't. Okay. I don't... But wait. Okay, no, you know what? Actually, yeah. Okay, so this is a very good example. I just want to, like, because there are still new people in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, after explaining true basic mechanics, it sounds worse than I expected. If you just have 12 cards, everything is almost infinitely consistent, but also giga low roll if you don't hit the perfect combo prepared for the best hands. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of like the issue that I end up having with this particular deck, is that there are some games where I just hit the nuts, right? Like this game here was the nuts. We had Collector, we had Darkhawk early, we had like all the rock slides in the world, and we had Moon Girl. Like pretty perfect gameplay there. But then there's games where like I never draw Zabu, which means I can only play like one card, 1 4-drop per turn. But like, you know, it's just one of those games where it's just like fun gameplay. And also it's like, for the people that love Marvel and really just want something like fun to play with characters that they love, it's really easy to get into it, right? You have to be careful with Dracula. I would Shang-Chi and Mobius before, but I would do Absorption Man unless that just copied the on reveal. The reason I did the play that I did is because we were going first, so they couldn't have... they wouldn't have been able to discard... Or I wouldn't have been able to kill him even if they did play something that discarded, because we were going first. By the way you can tell who's going first is whose name is lit up. So if you look at the left here, I am not going first, because on the right there, this thing is lit up. How big is the total card pool? It's pretty big. I think I'm just playing Sarah. Okay, I don't want both of these. In the event that they have Enchantress, I don't want both of these getting hit. You were just praying to the Lord that Dracula didn't discard something huge in that last game. I respect the gamble, man. I mean, like, I had to, right? Because I was going first. The only way I win that game is if they just don't have it. Cool. Okay, you know, actually, the problem with putting Collector here, is now Miss Marvel won't give this power. Miss Marvel only gives power to adjacent locations where the units have unique costs, and these are both 2-drops. So she will not give power here, which kind of makes me want to just Moon Girl Loki now, because I haven't seen any of my cards that make Darkhawk good. So I think I just do this, because this will double my hand, and then Loki... Basically, we're looking to give Collector a shit ton of power here. Is there any way to predict which cards you might be facing from your opponent? Based on, like, what they do on turns 1 and 2, you can kind of gather what their game plan might be if they're on something meta. But that's about it. How you doing today, Kat? Like, regions or colors? No, nothing like that. What on earth are they... Okay, by the way, guys, I learned something really funny about Werewolf by Night. If you play something like Collector into a Cosmo, or like some on-reveal effects don't happen here, what will happen is Werewolf by Night will still move. It's actually kind of funny. So I can actually just, you know, show that off right now. Oh, okay, opponent just left. Sounds good. Yeah. Basically, it's kind of like, Yu-Gi-Oh! In that sense, where, like, you don't know until they start playing cards. Also, I am so annoyed, because this one kept coming up, but there was nothing to grab. Like, it was doing it at level 52, when, like, I didn't have anything to grab. Very annoying. But yeah, so as far as answering the question about, like, why don't I just do something else when I start getting bored with it, sometimes I do, right? Like, if we're talking, like, when I'm just, like, at work playing and I lose, like, 2 games in a row on my lunch break, I'll, like, you know, I'll like, settle down and not play again until until it's not my lunch break anymore. Like, maybe when I get home later that day or something. I feel like it's Rock Slide. I feel like your deck is half Loki, half Zabu, Darkhawk. I mean, the problem is that it kind of has to be, right? Because, like, if you just don't draw Darkhawk, it's never good. Like, if you just don't draw Darkhawk, it's never good. That makes me kind of wish that I had played Collector. Okay. I can make it so we still don't lose this location by just, like, going like this. I don't know if that's worth. I feel like the only world where they actually win is with Annihilus here. So we go to what power? Like, if they play Annihilus here, you know, Cosmo stops it. Actually, it's probably best if, because I know I'm... I don't know. It's weird. Like, I kind of think I do this. just so that, like, we're not losing to an Annihilus here. Annihilus here. Oh, okay. I guess they just didn't have anything. Interesting. I have no idea who on my Steam friends list just... You see, this is what I mean. Like, look. It's showing a 1 icon, but there's nothing to claim. That's gonna drive me insane. That 1 will drive me absolutely insane. Is it possible to deck out, or isn't there enough? No, it's possible to, like, run out of cards in the deck, but you, it doesn't, like, negatively affect your game plan. Like, there are even locations that just destroy your deck. So you only have the cards in hand to play with. That is just a thing that happens in this game. And then there's ones that completely replace your deck with a different deck. Like a random one. Or that make you draw from your opponent's deck. So there's a lot of, unique situations. Oh, Magic there is actually kind of good for me. Because I don't, like, barring drawing, isn't the by night part of the name redundant? When are werewolves ever during the day? Well, I think it's that he turns into a werewolf by night. Not that that makes any difference, but, like, I think that's what the intended implication is. When that says other random location, do your cards at least stay on your side? Yes. You mean Strange Academy? Strange Academy will keep your cards on your side of the board, yes. Okay, hopefully, like, Strange Academy moves both of these over to this location. Cool. I think I'm gonna snap now. Oh, okay, well that's cool. No, that's just unfortunate. I mean, it happens, you know? Can you put only 4 cards in each location, or do you do 6, 3, 3? No. So there's only enough room on here for 4 at each location, right? So this 4 is the maximum that you can have. There are cards that get rid of them, like, which is why armor exists. Cards at this location cannot be destroyed. Was completely avoidable. Yeah, I mean, I think he probably should have, like, if he's on Limbo, you probably just play White Tiger on 6, right? Because then even if armor does get moved over here, you can still, like, White Tiger and something else. Let's try the Annihilus deck now. Wait, where is my... Okay. I need to actually... This is the Annihilus deck, okay. I'm so confused. The thing said victory, but you were losing all locations because the opponent left. So... Okay, so let me just, while we're still, like, on the main screen, let me explain this much, right? So we have, this is my rank right here, this, 58 that's in the bottom, like, center of the screen. And if you click on this, this is your rank, right? So you start, like, at rank 1, and you're trying to go all the way up to rank 100. This is, like, our equivalent of Masters, right? You can drop out of divisions until you're infinite, and then I think once you're infinite, you cannot drop out. And so the way this works is you'll see that there's a 6 out of 7 on the bottom of the screen. That is, cubes are your equivalent of LP in this game, right? So just think in Legends of Runeterra, you have LP. In this game, you have cubes. In Hearthstone, you have stars. In Yu-Gi-Oh, you have something, I don't know. I forget what it's called. So not helpful at all. But, so when you play a game of Snap, we'll get into this game right now so that you can see. Because it's going to be, like, right near where my webcam is. There's this cube, right? And this says 1. So this 1 is how many... this is how much LP you will gain at the end of this game. So I right now will gain 1 LP this game. Now, if I were to say, if I were to press on this, you see how, like, it kind of gets bigger as I hover over it? If I was to press on this, the amount of, we're just gonna pray that we hit Annihilus, by the way. The amount of, don't you dare, mother? Anyway, the amount of, cubes would double. Big oof. Let's just play a demon here. So, you can double the amount of cubes that are being wagered. And your opponent can do the same thing. And then on the very last turn of the game, it doesn't matter where cards are. It doesn't matter, like, what's going on. At the end of the game, the amount of cubes will double on the last turn. So if you let the game go all the way to the last turn, you'll be playing for 2 cubes. If you snap, the very end of the game will go to 4 cubes. And if your opponent snaps on top of you snapping, total amount of cubes for that game goes to 8 cubes. So it's a push and pull of, I feel like you should have hit Bar Sinister there, bud. Oh, you can't move Jeff to... Oh, you can. Oh, look at that. Good Hood. How you doing today, Godzilla? So I feel like I was a little broken up in doing that, but, like, that's how this goes. It's like LP, so you can call good hands to get more LP or lose more. Yes, exactly. So, like, if I thought I was winning right now, I would hit this button. I do not think we're winning, by the way. I think this is actually quite awful. Okay, so we did draw Annihilus, but we're going to play Hobgoblin here since we're winning. In fact, now that we have Annihilus, I'm going to snap. So you see, now it says next turn, 2 cubes. So so now, once I hit this, okay, opponent left. So if opponent leaves as soon as you snap, it doesn't go through until the next turn. So we only win 1 cube. And you can see on the screen, like, our 1 cube let us level up. So now we're at rank 59. 7 more cubes, and I go to rank 60, so I get into Diamond. That is what we call a boomer snap. Well, that was a snap just to show the concept of snapping. It was not necessarily because I thought that was a good time to snap. Like, I wasn't going to snap until we had Annihilus in hand. Opponent here has a Zoomer Snap. Turn 1, baby. Well, I am going to play a little bit more cautiously than that. I will hold off on the Hazmat, I think, until turn 4. You statistically get more cubes snapping turn 1, unless your opponent just leaves turn 1. Like... Okay, fine. We'll snap now. We have Annihilus. So Sentry here is going to put... He's a 4 power 10... Or 4 cost 10 power. But he will put a -10 on the other side. And so now Annihilus here will, see how, like, everything's pulsating for some reason? The weird pulsating shit means that these two will either move over to the opponent's side of the board, or if the opponent's side of the board is full, they just get destroyed. Which is a nice touch to Annihilus. Because it'd be super annoying to just, like, lose the game on the spot because you couldn't move anything over. Why do we have negative numbers? Isn't it more advantageous to play cards that increase our power? Yeah, but so the problem is that Annihilus here, your cards with 0 or less power switch sides, destroy those that can't. That's the idea with this. So they can play one card here, which is probably going to be, if I had to guess, the card they're probably going to play here is Odin. And I don't know if we have, like, a good way to actually win here. Because if they Odin here, and this thing is just hitting all of these locations, then what I need to do is I need to make sure I just don't lose this location. And then I guess I can Hobgoblin here. Because, like, the other option is that this is a White Tiger, and they get 14 power here, so we need to move this. I mean, it could be another thing, too. Oh, it was Odin. Look at that. I think we still lose, though. Shut up. Wong OP. Yeah, I mean, like, that... Like, situations like that kind of make me want, what's he called? Cosmo in this deck. But I don't think this deck is, like, very good, if I'm gonna be honest. Outside a specific card, why else would you build a deck with negative numbers, though? Maybe that's more nuance involved in those cards that isn't necessarily obvious without, like, zooming in on them. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the idea, right? Is that, you would only play cards like... So, Green Goblin always moves to the opponent's board whenever he's played. I don't know why you... Oh. Okay. Actually, I kind of want to just storm this now, because... No, we'll do this. Well, that worked out for me. I kind of have to do this now, right? Damn, stop picking me. I have 1 card. They have 4. Please. Well, if this vision ever moves, they lose this location. So I guess I'm like... I mean, they probably still move. No, because again, like, they lose this location if this vision moves, right? So what are they going to do? They're going to... I don't think I can afford to lose 4 cubes. Because if they have Taskmaster here, we do just lose. I don't actually have a way to win this location now that Annihilus got moved over again. I think if Annihilus had stayed there, I think the 7 minus 8 on 16 is enough to win. Maybe. But no, I can't win from here. Escaped. I don't want to lose 4. I already lost 8 because I was a bit overzealous with this pretty terrible deck. Like, you see, the problem is that, like, I just don't think it's good. like, that's the biggest issue with the Annihilus deck, is, like, I feel like haven't lost to it unless I just super low rolled, right? Like, I mean, I could probably get rid of Storm. I feel like Storm has done nothing for me in this. Like, there's never a situation where I want to play Storm. It's just fun to be annoying, but like it's only fun to be annoying if I'm winning. Like it's not fun to just be like a nuisance for no reason. Because like if I'm still losing, then how is that fun? You know, like personally, what is Jeff? Okay, so Jeff the shark, he's a shark, and his whole gimmick is that he can just move. You can put him on any location, and you can move him once anywhere. There is nothing that can stop him from being in a place. So, like, locations that say you can't play a card here, or something like, what's his face? Professor X. Professor Xavier says lock down this location. Cards can't be added, removed, etc. That works on everything except Jeff. Jeff, if you have a Professor X somewhere, you can still play Jeff on his location, and you can still move him into a Professor X location. If having fun is winning, just play something good. Well, I mean, I was playing something good. Like, I was winning with this. Who the F is Jeff? Jeff is a shark! Jeff the shark, come on. You don't remember your favorite... you don't remember your favorite Marvel superhero, Jeff the shark? Come on, he was at one of the Super Bowls. Jeff is Elder Dragon. Ah, yeah. Calcarum, how you doing today? Who hid this from me? Hey, man, I mean, it's been around, alright? Well, I mean, I guess I have to just slap a Cosmo down and pray. Okay, Power Stone. I feel like I'm just gonna... See, here's like the problem here, right? This is gonna make cards cost 1 more, which means I can't play Seraphine on 5. I said Seraphine. I can't play Sarah here on 5. Which means that, like, next turn I can only play 1 of these cards. Which is really bad. Like, I actually just got screwed here, because I never drew Zabu, and I can't play this on 5. I mean, I guess I could still play her on 6. It's not the end of the world. But this is, like, one of the big issues with Marvel Snap, in my opinion, is, like, cards just... Like, sometimes you just get screwed by RNG, and it's the most frustrating thing ever. Do you know it's statistically more likely to be bitten by a New York citizen than a shark? What are you trying to imply there? Also, homie just literally saved me in all of my ranting by just changing this to something that destroys a unit. I also don't even think this is active. Yeah. I mean, it was worth a shot, though. Okay, so... bloop. I really want a Moon Girl Shang-Chi. Do you know there's a shark that lives for hundreds of years? That is kind of interesting. See, I want Collector on the board because Collector Moon Girl is rather good. I think I do just do this. And then we can decide if we're going to Moon Girl Loki next turn. That's okay. I mean, that's rather annoying, but it is okay. So, I mean, I guess if I just want to have power, what gives me more cards in hand? Because I kind of have to do this, right? And then this gives me 3, so this brings us up to 13 power. They have played 1, 2, 3. They've only played 3 stones, so they can't play Thanos. I mean, they can play Thanos, but he's only 10 power, I think. I actually don't remember how much Thanos is normally. But they're also going first, so there is a chance that, like, we do just get screwed here. I don't know how we get screwed, but there is a chance that we get screwed. They could Alioth. Alioth is a potential problem. I think Alioth means I should probably just do this. And just, like... Okay, well, I will literally just win this by the skin of my teeth. Because, like, if they Alioth here... I don't know if they run Alioth, but if they had Alioth and they put it here, we just lose everything we had. It doesn't look like they have Alioth. And by the way, this is what I meant by Thanos. So, Thanos shuffles the 6 Infinity Stones, or the 5 Infinity Stones into your deck. And they only played 3. And if they played the Power Stone, Thanos gets plus 10 power, right? And that's if you played all 6 stones. Oh, there is 6. But yeah, so that's like the whole idea of Thanos, right? Is that you get all 6 stones on the board, and then, I forgot that he has a thumb, too. And then he's a 20 power, monster. I wish I had Thanos. I had the option to buy him once, and I just didn't do it. Why is my man man spreading like butter on toast? What do you mean? Do you mean like why I'm like over explaining everything? That's just because I know that there's a lot of people in my chat who come from LOR who have no idea what's happening. Like quite literally zero idea of what's happening right now. And I just want to make sure that they understand what's happening. Thanos taking a dump on Mordekaiser. Oh, yeah. Thanos sitting position. Oh. Oh. I see what you mean now. Manspreading, not mansplaining. Someone literally said mansplaining to me earlier. Not today, but like at some point recently, someone has used the term mansplaining on me, and to which I didn't feel like I was mansplaining, by the way. Because it was while I was streaming. So, like... Rockslide got nerfed giga hard. He was, what, a 3-5 before? I will say him being at 3... I don't know if he was always a 3 cost, but, like... Him being at 3 was a 4-6. Yeah, you know, honestly, him being at 3 is much better for this deck because of Miss Marvel. Honestly, it is much better to have him at 3. How can you mansplain when it's just you talking? That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, this is unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to stop this. Although, I guess I just preemptively Shang-Chi. Since we know they're going first, they'll play something here, presumably, because I don't know why you would Sherry if you don't have anything to play. So unless they play something that only goes to 9. Oh, cool. See, that's how you just, like, shut down. So, the deck the opponent is playing, I can show you guys after this game. Or once I'm back in the main menu, because I do have this built. So, I call this Big Boys. My friend Patrons, Infinite Patrons, some of you may know from the chat, he calls it the Church of Big Stats. This is basically the list. I don't know that Nebula is 100% necessary in this deck. You could, like, probably put any, like, solid, like, 1 to 2 cost card and it's fine. But everything else in this deck is necessary. Maybe Cosmo you don't need, but I get super tilted when people do exactly what just happened to my card. But so anyway, here's how this deck works, right? You have cards like Zero that remove the abilities on the next card you play. So basically, the next thing you play gets silenced, right? And then you have Sauron. Remove the abilities from all ongoing cards in your hand and deck. So anything that has the word ongoing in it gets silenced. If it's in your hand or deck. Not if it's on the field already. Now, you might be thinking, like, why would you want this stuff? Well, you have cards like Ebony Maw, whose ongoing effect is you can't play cards here. Because he's super overstated, like 1 mana, 7 power. Or Thyroid Mary here, 4 power, 10, or 4 cost, 10 power, ongoing, your other cards have -1. And probably most famously is Red Skull, 5 mana, 14 power, enemy cards at this location have +2 power. So the idea is that all these cards help you just shut off your abilities that you don't want, so that then when you play Sherry, whose on-reveal ability is if you play your next card at this location, double its power. So you've got some really big units like Mary, you've got She-Hulk, you've got Red Skull as the primary target. Even Ebony Maw being a 14 power is pretty decent for 1 mana. And then to kind of finish it off, because you can do all of that on turn 5. Turn 6, you just have Taskmaster. On reveal, set this card's power equal to that of the last card you played. So the idea, right, is turn 4, Sherry. Turn 5, Red Skull turns into a 28 power unit. And then on turn 6, you play Taskmaster, and he copies Red Skull at 28 power. So now you just have 28 power on 2 locations, and that's very hard for a lot of decks to beat. It is very hard to deal with 2 Giga Big threats. Cosmo doesn't help you as much as you think. I kind of disagree, because there's a lot of times when, like, on turns 1 to 3, that you just don't have good things to do. And Cosmo, if nothing else, protects you from Shang-Chi. I guess he doesn't really protect you from Shang-Chi, now that I think about it. But he does protect you from, no, he can protect you from Shang-Chi. You just have to do it after, like, if it's turn 5 and you play Red Skull, turn 6 you can play Cosmo if you're worried about getting got. It's, like, super niche, but also it lets you, the other thing it lets you do is just not be dead to cards like Galactus or Annihilus. Because, like, there are games you just lose from that. It's going to be so hard for our deck to do Sacred Timeline, so I think we just don't bother. And Miss Marvel has to go here unless I fill this location up.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay. Sure, friend. I actually don't really have any issue with that. Oh, is this the Cerebro 5 deck? I don't know why else you'd play these 2 cards, other than it just being a Silver Surfer deck. I feel like I'm just playing Sarah here. Oh, hey, I have that too. So this will be 12. If they were to play any kind of unit, maybe I just want to, like, I don't think that Shang-Chi is going to be useful, but assuming that they're either going to Mystique or Silver Surfer or both, where are they most likely to do that? Probably, I'm going to guess middle, because I think even if they Cerebro Mystique, which is going to be 2 costs, so they can play one more thing. Like, Cerebro, What's-Her-Face, and Surfer. I think that's how they win, is having these 2 things here and then Surfer here, if I had to guess. I'm not going to, like, put... Okay. That's not as good for me. That kind of doesn't matter. And I think that does lose us the game. Well, no, because this will be 12. Oh, that happened. Man, the Gambit actually screwed me, regardless of what it hit. I could have tried to play around Gambit, but I kind of didn't think that they were on just, like, straight 3 power, or straight 3. I thought they were on the Cerebro 5. Which I guess now that I'm thinking, I don't know how you'd get Brood to 5. So maybe that's on me. I didn't lose that many cubes, though. I'm not really super worried. That's the other nice thing about Marvel Snap, is you don't have to, like, think too hard about each game unless, like, you think you really misplayed. Because, like, the games go so fast. I feel like you play this game like you play LOR. I mean, they're both card games, so yes, of course I play it like I play LOR. I don't understand what that means. It's like saying I feel like you play Magic the Gathering like you play LOR. Like, okay. Two of these are actually really good to get down. 2 of these are not so good. Patriot. Okay. I mean, that's not super good to give them a rock, but also Gambit is this chess world famous yeah, basically that. Basically that, Dur. Okay. I mean, honestly, the thing is not as scary when it's not, I don't think I actually want anything from their deck, seeing what it is. I mean, if I don't draw, what's it called? Then I'm kind of just not winning this game anyway. Darkhawk does make me able to win this game because he'll be 14 power. Barring them being on, like, Hulk, which is 12. So that's 18, 19, 20. And this is going to be 19. Actually, no, it won't be, because Loki will basically just make this even. So I kind of have to do this. But that's also assuming that they're even on Hulk, which is, like, probably not that high of odds. So I don't know if I can actually win this, now I'm thinking about it. Like, I can do this, and then I feel like there's a lot of cards that they could have that we just lose to. They probably are going to Ultron middle, yeah. I'm starting to get to that point where I'm just kind of getting bored with this deck too, but, like, that's mostly just because I've had a good number of games where, like, we just don't high roll. Or we don't even, like, median roll, we just strictly low roll. Oh, that's fun. Okay. So Zabu's gone, which probably means we actually do need to Loki. That's not bad. I'm actually a little hesitant to play Moon Knight. Okay, fine. Let's just Loki. And see what we get. So are these things high evolutionary cards? Like, is that what's happening, or does... Oh, it's at the start of the game. So getting Loki actually doesn't help me, like, at all. But does it let me see what Hulk does? Can you, like, please... Okay. When you spend end a turn with unspent mana, +2. Cost 1 less for each enemy card in play that's affected with negative power. I feel like I actually don't want to magic. Okay. Maybe we should have actually put... I mean, everything costs so little. It didn't look like there was anything in specific. Oh, they could just move Jeff here. Which does mean I kind of have to, like, Hulk. But they're just gonna Hulk here, right? I mean, what are the odds they have Hulk? They have a lot of rocks in their deck. So I don't, like, actually think that this is winnable. Maybe I should have done this magic just to, like, have another turn to, like, not be dead. I feel like Hulk's gonna go here. Yeah, we should have just put Sunspot here, or put something else there and Sunspotted. I was right about the Hulk, by the way. Unfortunate. That's a really cool Hulk variant, though. But yeah, unfortunately, kind of saw that one coming. This is just like the same like pattern that I always get into when I play Snap. Is like, the gameplay is fun, but then like, you'll lose a good number of games in a row and just feel really bad about all of them. And it's like, I don't know how to fix that problem. Like, I mean, like, besides just playing a better deck, which doesn't even, like, always help, by the way. Just playing a better deck doesn't always actually help. Because sometimes the problem isn't your deck at all. It's, like, just low rolled. Anyway, let me grab some water real quick. I'll be right back. Play good old Patriot, but I don't think Patriot's that good right now. Shaking my head, complain about roll, but never a mulligan a single card. Yeah, I mean, that is a feature and not a bug of Marvel Snap, is that there is no mulligans because the games are so short and the decks are so small. And like, the developers for this game have a almost unhealthy obsession with randomness, because it's like the entire core of the game is random bullshit go. It's like worse than Hearthstone in that aspect, because at least in Hearthstone you can play things that are consistent if you want to. In this, no matter how hard you try, there's going to be a time when you just don't play, you just don't get to play your cards. Man, I climbed with Patriot and Wong, as I said. They are one of those decks where the curve is just very strong. Oh, Iceman must have hit Miss Marvel, because I'm like, why is she still 4? Oh, is that a Dan Hip Captain America? That's kind of sick. So I think they go left to right. So if I do this, Darkhawk should just become a 10 power. I mean, I could technically make a 12 power thing, because I think this will all get eaten. Which is, like, probably better to solidify it being 10 power now. Or 12 power, rather. Because this should all happen first. Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say, no shot it's base power. No shot it's base power. I don't know what the Unearth their deck is supposed to be. Khazar, maybe? I think it has to be Khazar, Blue Marvel, right? You know, I guess what I could do is Sarah Kamala. You mean this card? How you doing today, Scorpy? I'm assuming that this is gonna kill this thing and we'll just win this location. I don't really want to snap on it, though, because I don't know how much I actually trust myself, but... Assuming that they're going to just Mystique or, like, Khazar and something else. And they could Mystique and something else, for all I know. Oh, Ultron. Wait. Why didn't Miss Marvel give this 5 power? Wait. Is Symbiote a 4-cost card? Wait, I'm confused. Is Symbiote a 4-cost card? Or is it just that, like, this was 4 power, or this was 4 cost between these two cards? Really? Was this thing always 4 power? I don't remember that at all. I mean, I don't think it would have won us that game because we were tied in the middle. Symbiote was 1 cost, then 5, now 4. Why did they even, like, bother changing that? I think Rock Slide... Well, okay. I can either Rock Slide, Absorption Man, Sarah, and then hope that the next 3 cards that we draw... But, like, otherwise, I could do Zabu and then something random bullshit go, and then Sarah, and then that what makes this 2, this thing will be 2, this thing will be 2. Like, that could be cool, but I don't think it's practical. Like, I don't think it'll actually get us where we need to. Balance? What was the, like, balance concern with him being at 5 cost? I mean, I probably should have Absorption Man, but I think seeing them being on these cards makes me want to hold him for something else. Yeah, kind of like that. What does Mjolnir give? 6? So if I Darkhawk Moon Girl, right? This is gonna be 12, and then this thing's getting 3 power. So if they Hulk or play Mjolnir or both, I feel like Mjolnir is not a 4 cost or 4 power thing. Is there like some bug here? Because I feel like every time I click on this, it just shows the power of the card in front of it as like increased stats, but I can't actually see what it's supposed to be. Does this just lose me the game though? Because I'm basically hoping that I only need 3 power here. I feel like it's probably best if I just put something. I mean, technically, if they put anything on mines. If they put anything on mines, he just gets bigger. That is true. So I guess that's what I'm banking on. Damn it. I should have just gone with this play. Damn. I feel like now I'm just getting, like, rolled because I'm bad. And not necessarily because of, like, the deck being bad, but just me being bad. Card text is disabled here. It's not awesome. I don't really have a way to win on this location. I kind of have to, like, play for Raft. Realistically. What if I Moon Girl Loki'd this location? Maybe Sunspot's just better. Okay. I don't know if you like this was an intentional play. Sure, let's just see if you have better cards, bud. I didn't realize the order that was going to happen, actually. English culture can't even spell Mjolnir. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to have that, right? Okay, so if I split, what is this, 16, so what's going to happen here? 16 plus 9 plus 3, so 28 divided by 3 is going to give me 9 power everywhere, Do I think 9 power everywhere actually wins me this? I'm going to guess not. But you know what probably does win me this? Is Invisible Woman Magneto. And just hope they don't have a way to beat 12 or this power here.
I am Iron Man.
The mystery intrigues me. Victory.
Okay. I guess they were really hoping that that just wins them these 2 locations, but like if I had any card that's more than 8, they just lose. That was a cool variant. I had a Tribunal pinned for 6 months almost. I don't think Living Tribunal's that good. Maybe he's fun, but he just doesn't seem very good to me. Wait, this is... I love this. See, like, this is why I'm short on gold, is because I just keep buying Dan Hip variants. I don't need to. It's probably not even a wise financial decision on my part, but, like, I just like them. Spider-Ham is the next thing I want. I also really need Elsa, but I don't think Elsa was coming for a bit, right? Let's see, if I pull up this thing again. Me and Peach Momoko. As part of the beginner guide, can you explain what card acquisition this game is? I've only heard it's bad. Yeah, I can explain. I think, like... Okay. If I'm going to be completely biased, or unbiased, and completely, like, just objective, I think that, like... It's much better than it was. I don't think it's like, how do I put this? Like, I think it'll be easier to explain after this game. Give me like a minute to like have a proper way to explain it in like an unbiased setting. Because I don't want to like, I don't want to just make this a whole stream where I complain about the game that I'm playing the whole time. That's not really what I'm about right now. Because I want to, like, portray it fairly. Oh, okay. Gladiator is an interesting card. Is it ever good to Loki a Thanos player? Like, now that they have two rocks in their deck, I don't know if that's good for me. If I'm going to be honest. Cosmo, that's fine. I guess we just put Sarah here because she also doesn't care about Cosmo. And then we'll decide what we're going to do. That's fine. So they have 7 cards. So that's 14 power Darkhawk if I put him here. If they play Thanos, they're missing a gem. They're missing Reality Stone. And they can't play Reality Stone and Thanos because they don't have any card reduction. So they can only play Thanos in one spot, which is going to be this location. So, like, my best way to actually win the game, if I really think that they're going to play Thanos, is going to be this. Because this will almost definitely beat... Well, I mean, either... okay. Like, what I could actually do also is I could just do this. Because if they play Thanos, he's just going to grow by 4 and win me this location. I don't know what else they have. They could have Eliath, I guess. I mean, if they have Eliath, I just can't win this regardless, right? Is it worth 4 cubes to risk them having Eliath? I feel like they snapped. I feel like we shouldn't risk it. I don't know. Like, we could have won but like, I just can't be confident that they don't. I mean, it's literally Ben Brode. Like, I don't know if this is actually the real Ben Brode, but like, Ben Brode's, you know, the main developer. I don't know that I really want to risk them having Eliath when, like, if this is the real Ben Brode, you know he just literally owns every card. So, I didn't even realize that until I hit the retreat, but, like, I'm now really glad I did. Why would Ben Brode go by his name? I don't know, dog. He's Ben Brode. He doesn't have to, like, I mean, what is someone gonna do? What's the worst that could happen if he goes by his own name on his account, right? Like, oh no, someone roped me every game. They must be a fan. Everyone has a gamer tag. This homie's name is Tyler. You think Tyler was, like, going out of his way to, like, have a username? Nah, he just uses his first name. Giga Chad.
Enough said, bub.
Give me something good, please. I mean, that's not bad. I have a gamer tag bot. Alright, I'm just not gonna even attempt Hala. I have no idea what's gonna happen with Ronan here. I'm in the death. I love that stupid meme. My name's Jeff on Snap. See, now I feel like that's a really early snap. I don't know what they could have. Like, I don't know what this deck is trying. Like, it's destruction, obviously. But, like, what part of destruction makes us afraid of destruction? Zola? Why are we Zola-ing now?
Enough said, bub.
I mean, I guess they could have, Alright, how many cards are in their deck? 8? How do they have 8 cards in their deck? I didn't even... Wait, how did that happen? Noel Eliath? They can't play both, though. Because this isn't max energy. This is just 1 energy. So they're at 7. How did they end up with 8 cards in their deck? I feel like it doesn't matter. Because if they Eliath this position, they lose. This goes to 8. If they null... and they null this. I don't think there's any shot that it's Eliath. But I do think there's a possibility that it's null. Which means I do kind of have to win like this, I think. Although, like, Shang-Chi here just makes a null. I'm thinking Tyler is a bot, though. I don't think Tyler's a bot. I mean, it could be, I guess, but, like, I don't think so. Death. Rock. Bucky. Rock. I don't even think we win this location. Oh, no, we do. Okay. I mean, maybe they are a bot. I don't know why you would play the 2 rocks. Oh, this is why they were at. I didn't even... Okay. Maybe they were a bot. Honestly. Oh, hold on. I was supposed to describe a card acquisition. Okay, so... When you start the game, like, when you very start the game, you know, if we scroll all the way to the bottom, right? I'm level 5,000, so this is gonna take a minute. But it's important that I show you this. I wish there was just, like, go to the bottom. Because this is gonna take so long. I feel like scroll wheel isn't faster. Okay, so when you start the game, right? You have like a very small pool of cards. We're gonna call that pool 0. Or pool 1. We're gonna call that pool 1. No, actually, I think it is pool 0. So the way you have to think about this game is pools, which I think in game they refer to as series. So when I say pool and or when I say series, they're kind of interchangeable. Kind of. And so when you first start the game, you know, you're going to start at collection level 0. And then you're going to gain collection level. And you're going to unlock all of these cards, right? This is what we call the pool 1 cards, right? Because you're just constantly gaining these cards. I don't know if pool 1 is in a set order. And I don't actually remember where pool 1 ends. But at the beginning of the game, you will only play against people who are in the same, like, who have a collection level similar to you, which means that you will pretty much only be playing against pool 1 decks, right? And I think that's how that works. Because then, once you hit a certain point, maybe we'll be able to figure it out, because I think it's like level 100 and something. I don't know. I remember what my last pool 6 card was. It was like, okay, yeah. So right here, level 166 is where pool 1 ends, right? And this is all the pool 1 cards. So you will always get these cards. I don't know if you always get them in this order, but by the end of level 166, you will have all the cards that we just passed. And then I think it's the same up here. Now, these get a bit more random because they want to introduce the concept of leveling up cards. We'll get to that in a second. That's why you see, like, credits and boosters. Don't worry about that right now. We'll get into that. But so you have cards, right, that you get at set intervals. It's like card, credits, booster, card. And it will continue this pattern for all the pool 2 cards. So by the end of... we'll be able to find it, because I know what the end of my pool 2 was. All these cards should be randomized, by the way. So, like, you won't know which of these cards you're getting until you open them. Okay, yeah. So it should be right here. Like, 147 is when you will get your last pool 2 card. So by the end of level 474, you'll have all of these cards. You will have all of these. But once you hit this level is when the game will no longer only pit you against people who are in pool 2. So, like, once you can start opening up pool 3 cards, it will start pairing you against people that have pool 3 cards. So this is kind of where, like, you know, quote unquote, the game begins. And now after there are pool 3 cards, or series 3, series 4, and series 5 cards. All right. And that is what you open from the rest, from, you know, moving forward. And they are no longer at regular intervals now. Like, you're not always guaranteed to open. Actually, that might not be true. Let's see. Is it regular intervals? Boom, 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 boom. I think what happens is you get these collector's chests, which will have either cards or currency. I don't think you can get boosters from these. So you can only get credits, or you can get a mystery card. And so you see, like, you'll get these caches every 4 levels, it looks like. And they will either have money or a card in them. So you can see, like, sometimes you go, like, a good amount without a new card. But, like, you know, you'll get a good number of them. But you won't necessarily get all the pool 3 cards. Wow, they actually give you a spotlight key at 600. Wait, is 600 the first spotlight key? I didn't know that. That I didn't know. All right, we'll get into what a spotlight key is in a minute, because that is also kind of important for gaming the system. But as you get more and more cards, you'll start to see that the cards get more and more spread out when you actually unlock them. By the way, Patriot, I think I was talking about this with someone. Patriot is a pool 3 card. I think I was talking about that the other day with, I think, Sleeper. I know that there was also a talk about him being a battle pass thing, and I think that's what I'm remembering, is that I didn't, like, just get him from being in pool 2. But so anyway, now we're talking about, like, these pool 3 cards, right? And so you can open pool 3, pool 4, and pool 5 cards from these chests just by leveling up. You can pull them. And, like, you'll start to notice that after, like, level 1,000 something, instead of it being the, I guess it's a little bit earlier, but, like, after a certain point, you stop seeing collector's chests, or cash, and you start seeing collector's reserves. And I think these give you higher odds of finding, like, other cards, but not necessarily higher odds at finding pool 5 cards. I will say, I've only ever opened a pool 5 card once from one of these, and I'm level 5,000 something. So if that tells you anything about how rare it is to find a pool 5 card, let that be the biggest takeaway, is that you can find them in these, just it's absurdly rare. And this can also give you gold, which is this currency up here. And it can also give you tokens. And you don't need to worry about what any of that means yet. Just know that gold typically is not used for buying cards directly. If we now come to the shop here, what you'll see is, like, the first thing that you're front loaded with are, like, the actual bundles you can buy with, like, real people money. Or with gold. So this is what I'm talking about. Is, like, you can use gold to buy, like bundles, like skins. Now, it's important to note that if you saw a bundle like this, and it's for a card you do not own, if you buy this bundle, you will now own that card. But you can still pull the base skin for that card in the collector's reserves. So the best example I can say is that for me personally, I saw a Deadpool skin here. I did not own Deadpool, but I saw the skin, so I bought this, and now I could put Deadpool in my deck. But then, after like a few levels of leveling, I opened up base skin Deadpool. So that's just something that can happen. It's pretty rare that that happens, but like, but it can. And then the only other thing gold can be used for is that they'll like occasionally do these little like mini packs that you can buy. So this just gives you credits and boosters. Sometimes it can give you tokens. and we'll get into what a token is right now. One last thing you can buy with gold are skins, but that's like not that important. This skin will only show you for cards that you own. So like you can't do what we just talked about and like get cards for free by doing these. This will only show you for cards you own. Now, this is how you actually buy new cards, right? These tokens here, you just get them by playing. You cannot buy these directly. You get these by spending gold on like some of these packs or spending real money on some of these. Like this will give you 1,000 credits or 1,000 tokens for 6,500 gold. Not a lot of good examples of that, but like sometimes these packs on tokens will be Token Tuesday. So on Tuesday you can pay gold for tokens. The currency can be a little annoying, but just know like gold is used for just like buying mostly cosmetics and sometimes other currency. Tokens are used for buying cards directly. So the way this works is it will always show you the newest card that just came out will be right here. I actually bought the card already, so it's not showing up. This will always be just some random skin. Like, never buy this. Just never buy this unless you literally own every card in the game. And then this will always be a random card that is Series 4 or Series 5. And that's good because, as you can see right now, this is a Series 4 card, and he costs 3,000 tokens. A Series 6 card will cost 6,000 tokens. And then right here will always be a Series 3 card, and they cost 1,000 tokens. Now, I wouldn't, like, buy a Series 3 card if you can help it. If you can just be patient and wait, you will unlock them pretty much just by playing the game. And they also have each season. At the beginning of each season, you get one free Series 3 card. And I think this, like, alternates every few hours or maybe every few days. So if you don't like the first one you saw, I think you can wait a bit and it'll show you a different one. But then, once you claim it, you have to wait for the next season to claim another one. But so, like, this is the best way to acquire cards if, like, there's a specific card. Because, like I said, this will rotate through different cards. But you can pin it. If I unpin it, it says in 6 hours it will reset. But I am, like, trying to hold for this card specifically. And then there's just more cosmetic stuff. Like, you can buy more gold with real people money. And so, like, you have the loot boxes that can occasionally give you a card. You have this shop here that can give you cards. The problem that's, like, the most annoying part about Snap, and the thing that I dislike the most, is that from everything that they've ever done in this game, 6,000 tokens is basically equivalent of you having to put in $100 of, like, real life money to get those 6,000 tokens. Now, like, you're technically getting other stuff when you do it. So if you were to do a full price analysis, like, 6,000 tokens, like, probably converts lower down to, like, the $60 to $80 range. But the problem is that they never put that in something that is cheaper than $100. Right? And that would be the main reason that you'd buy 6,000 tokens, is to get one or maybe two new cards. But they almost always cost they either always cost $100 straight up, or they cost like 6,000 gold, or maybe closer to like 7,000 or 8,000 gold. And if you notice, 800 gold, it's $100. So even if, like, you end up spending the rest of the gold on something else, you've had to put in $100 that you wouldn't have put in otherwise, just to get the one new card. let's see. 85, 50 times 2 is 770. Okay. By the way, this, like, you see how it says bonus? This is, like, just for the holiday season. It's not normally like this. And in fact, I'm not even convinced that if I buy this once, it'll let me just buy it like this again. Like, if you ever were to spend actual real people money in this game, this is probably the best time to do it, just to, like, get the additional, like, double gold for your money. But so that's, like, the main conflict I have with it, is that you have to spend $100 just to get a brand new card in this game. Even if, like, the actual conversion isn't that $100 is the value of that card. In order to obtain that card, you have to put in $100 of your money. And you can sometimes get other stuff for it, but it's still, like, $100 you wouldn't have spent otherwise. Because now, like, you have to find a way to justify the rest of that money on something else, right? Like, if you put $100 in here for this, like, let's just say that this was the 8,000, not the double. So that you could buy something that was like 7,500. Well, now you have 500 gold left over, and it's like, well, how am I going to spend that? So, like, I don't know. It's like, maybe, like, in a true sense, it's not actually $100, but you do have to spend that money in order to get that thing. So, that's, like, the biggest gripe I have with the acquisition system. It's, like, super hard to get tokens, because once you... The thing that can happen is when you go to the loot boxes, right? If we come back to the collection and we go to one of these that I already opened. So the way that this works is that it's not like a card is sitting in here. It's a Series 3 card is sitting in here. A Series 4 card is sitting in here. So if you were to open this and you own every Series 3 card, and then... Am I still live? I mean, it shows I'm still alive, but my my Twitch VOD kind of stopped. I think I'm still live. Someone in chat tell me if I'm still live. You're live. Okay, thank you. Also, is like what I'm saying making sense about like how cards are required? Just to like finish this thought. So if this has a Series 3 card inside of it, and you already own every single Series 3 card in the game, this will then give you tokens. So you will then start getting tokens that you can buy one of these cards with. But it's like 100 tokens, or like, I think it can be 200 tokens if it's like a series, if you already own all the Series 4 cards. But I've never opened, I don't think I've opened a Series 4 card in one of these before. I could be wrong on that, but I just don't remember doing that. But like, anyway, unless you're actually putting money into it, acquiring tokens is very slow. And like, acquiring Series 4 cards is already kind of a grind. Acquiring Series 5 cards is brutal. If you want to fast track it, the only way you're doing that is like waiting for them to put a bundle up that is 6,000 tokens and then spending $100 on it. Which is annoying. The very last thing that happens that I should explain right now, and how many cards are in each series? Well, so Series 5, it's hard to pinpoint because that's just going to keep growing. I guess I could, like, pull up something and see if there's, like, a... Can I, like... Okay, if I go to this builder, will it let me look at cards by series? Yes, it will. Okay. So... I'm going to, let's put this to just each series on its own, and we'll count together. So if you look here, this is all the Series 1 cards. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6 times 9, and that's how many Series 1 cards there are. So these are ones you do not have to spend money on. So 6 times 9. Let's see. And then let's go to pool 2. So this is still 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 times 4, so 24. 25 cards that are in Series 2. Series 3 is where like you actually have to start grinding. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 6 times 16 plus 3. So 99. I'm going to turn my gain up so I can talk a little bit quieter now, since it is getting late for me. So if my gain starts to sound like really raspy, just let me know. But anyway, there are currently 28 Series 5 cards. Okay, so 99 Series 3 cards. Add? Okay. I'll keep talking after that, but let me grab... No, actually, I don't think my water will be done filtering. Anyway, I guess I'll just keep doing my math. 1, 2, 3... 6 times 3? 18? Hey, at least in Snap, you can step away for 10 months and come back and still have good decks. I mean, that's not always going to be true is the problem. Okay, so... That's depressing. That's actually a pretty glaring issue in my book. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 28. How much was pool 4? Pool 4 was 18. So, yeah. Really? I feel like, it shows you totals. Oh, yeah, it does. Look at that. Who knew? I'm a card game player, all right? I don't read. But like, okay, Series 3 having 99 cards is kind of whatever, because you don't need every Series 3 card. There's going to be some that just suck. And then Series 4 having 18 cards is fine, because the idea is that, like, cards from Series 5 should be moving down to Series 4, and cards from Series 4 should be moving down to Series 5. And that should, honestly, like, be less of a, like, power gatekeep and more of, like, a how old the card is. Because, like, why is Master Mold... Why is Master Mold Series 4 still? Master Mold doesn't make sense as a Series 4 card to me. There's no reason someone should be spending 3,000 tokens on that card, in my opinion. But, like, you know... Series 5 having more than Series 4 is kind of unsettling. I was there when Darkhawk came out in Series 4. I think that's how I got him, was that he came out as Series 4. and was 3,000 tokens, so I just bought them. I mean, there's are like a good amount of Series 5 cards that you just don't really want, right? But like all the like meta-defining cards end up becoming or coming from here, right? Like Goliath is super strong. Galactus and Thanos had 2 metas shaped around them before they got super nerfed. High Evolutionary is pretty strong. Hitmonkey is pretty strong. I don't think Ghost Fighter is very strong. I don't think that needs to be a Series 6 card or Series 5 card. Same with Howard the Duck. This card sucks. If you ever see this card, please, for the love of God, don't buy it. Howard the Duck is not good. I don't even think Jean Grey's that good. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I pulled Darkhawk. I think I paid tokens for him. Anyway, they did do one thing to help alleviate the Series 4, Series 5 problem. And that's the chest here. The Spotlight Cache. Now, the nice thing about the Spotlight Cache is that you see how there's 8 things here? So when you pull one of these, you have a chance of pulling one of these cards, right? It's always going to be the newest card that just came out. Well, except for next week's. What they're doing is so for 4 weeks, they release a card, and then the 5th week, there's a break because too many new cards are coming out too quickly. So they take 1 week off every month, which is good. I think that's good because Series 4 having less cards than Series 5 is abysmal and makes it very hard to collect cards when all the good cards are locked behind $100. How do I... Okay, so it will always be the newest card that just came out, and then I think a Series 5 and a Series 4 card. Am I right on that? We can actually check. I guess it depends. Is Jeff a Series... No, Jeff is Series 5. Is Spider-Man 99 Series 5? No. Is Stegron or what is his name? Stegron? No, but Jean Grey is a Series 5. And so is okay. Yeah, so it is always the newest card that just came out, a Series 5 and a Series 4. I think. Yeah, so if we open up this, so you technically don't know what's in these. Oh, and by the way, just before I get sidetracked, so when you land on one of these in your collection, you click on this and it will open up your cache. You get one of these keys every 100 and something levels. This is 550, and the next one that I get is 5170. So 120. Every 120 levels, you will get a key. I think. I don't know if it's always like that, or if it's just as you get further into the progression, it gets longer. But so anyway, you get one of these keys, and we'll open up this thing and give you one of these top row cards. All right. And now, this week's is a bad example because this is a skin, and this is a skin. This is not a skin. This is the base card. And this is a mystery variant. So you will get this option of like all of these cards, and then you'll get the option for one skin of each of them if you've already owned all of them, right? So I already own her, I already own him, and I don't want her, so I don't want to open this right now. But if this was like newest card that just came out and 2 cards I don't own, it's probably worth it to just take the key and roll the dice. I don't know if you can even get the random series 4 or 5 if you don't own any of these. You might be able to, but like the idea is that if you have 4 keys built up, you get one of each of these guaranteed. Because once you get this guy, it won't unlock this until you have all 4. So it's just like, it's just a way to try to get people caught up without like the devs losing too much money. And normally this thing you won't know until the day of, right? But we actually, people have like data mined the game, and they actually have like the spoilers and whatever. So this is this week's, and then next week's is 2 cards I don't own, and then 1 that I do own. And then, I mean, these cards aren't bad. Man-Thing and Stegron. But, like, they're not cards that I would, like, want. Man, this website's kind of annoying. This week's isn't super awesome either. Ravona. I mean, I guess Ravona... Annihilus could be interesting, but I don't know if you... I don't know. Anyway, like, I don't think that's very good, because I don't think Annihilus is very good, but what does Blob do? Merge your deck into this and gain its total power. Can't be moved. What? So everything that's in your deck, this just eats and gets its stats? That's wild. Imagine, oh, that's so troll. If, Xavier's school gets this, the, like, or no, not Xavier's, whichever one is the one that's, like, add a random card to this location on turn 3. Like, if you get this on turn 3, it's so troll. I mean, it's probably going to be big as shit, but, like, you got to win the other 2 cards with whatever's left in your hand. What is Havoc? After each turn, you lose 1 max energy, and this gains +3. Is that good? I don't think so. Unless you just only play a deck that's just 1 and 2 drops. This doesn't seem very good. Unless you pair it with Electro. But yeah, even then, like, yeah, this doesn't seem very good to me. Now, if this was, like... Why are they releasing all these cards? To meet the quota, I guess. I don't know, this was the issue that I foresaw with Marvel Snap when they were first initially, like, doing marketing for it, is they were like, we're gonna have new content every day. And I was like, what do you mean you're gonna have content every day? Like, that's so much work for them. Celine's the decent one. Afflict the lowest power cards in each player's hand with -3 power. Okay, so, like, this with Annihilus is actually pretty sick. What on earth are you? Your 1 and 6 cost cards can't be destroyed. Okay, that's kind of sick, too, if you play, like, this with Zoo. But, like, it's probably not ever worth 6,000 tokens. So I really hope this doesn't get released as a Series 5 card. Interesting. I'm just looking at all the new cards now. Move one of your other on-reveal cards here to the middle location. Its ability happens again. That's kind of good. I could see this being kind of good. Every other card that I've seen hasn't been like that good. Like, Meek is probably going to be interesting. I really hope that this means that Annihilus or... No, you know what? I hope this means that Phoenix Force is moving down to Series 4. Because that's my other biggest issue right now, is that a lot of... They're not moving cards. Like, nothing's getting moved from Series 5 to 4 and from Series 4 to 3. That's my biggest issue right now. In this game. Oh, Beta Ray Bill. Interesting. So it's still the Thor archetype. See, I like that. That makes sense to me. Okay, anyway, I'm done playing. So anyway, that's the main breakdown of like how card acquisition works in this game. It's like, it's very generous in the beginning, but once you start hitting pool 3, it gets really hard really quickly. Once you get to a certain level, it starts to become really hard to acquire new cards, and unless you're like being diligent about your token use, it's gonna end up being like, it's gonna be a very long grind. It's not like, I don't know, I mean, like, because the problem is that you have to supplement the card acquisition with, like, spending money in the game if you want to keep up. I guess one thing I should also mention is that there is a season pass each turn, or each season. There's like a season pass thing, right? And the season pass is always, I just realized that Homie is actually role-playing as Sif. Okay, buddy. I'm okay with this going to 2 cubes. But yeah, so the season pass is always one brand new card. So if you buy the season pass, you immediately get the newest card. Like, Miss Marvel is a good example of it. Oh, that was kind of sick. It doesn't really stop me from doing what I'm trying to do here, but it is kind of annoying. So barring them, like, putting a Juggernaut here and then this moving to that location exactly, I should probably be on, maybe not Rogue, but also, I just love Dan Hipp's variants, man. I don't know how I win this. I have to, like, Collector Moon Girl. But then I'm not winning this location, and I'm, like, not winning this location. So, like, the only other way we win, right, is, like, Collector here, Moon Girl here and hope that 9 power is enough. And that, what is this going to be? 3. So 3, 4, 5. So this is already 6. So plus 7 is 14. I feel like we just leave.
Escaped.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the deck that I've been playing here is, like, kind of high rolly. It is kind of, like, half of one thing, half of another, but, like, Moon Girl does just work good for both strats. I think the biggest issue I have is that, like, do you need to plug in your headphone to charge? No, not right now. I do not. You'll know, though, as soon as I do. I will be very annoyed.
Breaking news.
What were you? Oh my god. Oh, Moon Girl, okay. In general, yes. No, I do. This is a wireless headset I do have to plug in. Oh, okay. Your cards with 1 or less power cost 1 less. Why? What are you putting in this deck that you want this? Are you on Annihilus? Actually, it is probably just best to put Sarah here. I think we are just trying to win this with, like, other cards so that Sunhawk can win something else. Do I still think I have a chance? Because if they play another on-reveal thing, he's moving. It's the last turn of the game. How much is Hitmonkey gonna get? So he'll go up to 6. And they have 7 cards in their deck. So I can technically... Alright, so this will be 14. Do I think they're beating 14 here? So this is going to go... I think he counts himself. No, other card. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So this is 10 power here, and this is 13 power here. I don't feel that confident, honestly. Oh, that was so close. Like, if I literally just flipped the order, we would have won. But, like, also, like... I don't understand that deck. I mean, it was annoying, but... We'll keep going with this. I don't know. Like, I do enjoy playing this deck, honestly. Like, I do just like Zabu, but is there, like, a way I could make this, like, for one deck, for, like, one thing or the other? Like, I guess I'm thinking more, like, does Zabu make sense for the, Collector game plan? Because, like, Collector on his own isn't very good. Zabu or Loki? Well, I mean, Zabu is the one that I actually like. I don't know. Like, the biggest issue I have is that if I play just straight Zabu, I either never draw Zabu or I never draw Darkhawk. Neither of which are good for me. Which is why I like having the Loki collector package. Because, like, at least I have a good hodgepodge of cards that can just win the game. But I guess, like, if we're building a deck that's, like, more on the Darkhawk stuff, then what do I need to put in here? Like, I know the deck. I'm just looking for the cards, right? So you definitely put in Rock Solid here. I guess you probably do want Mystique in this version of the deck. We'll see. We'll see if we end up wanting to cut her. I kind of think you don't ever want to cut her, but... Wait, did I pass Darkhawk? I did. Hulk OP. How you doing today, Tempest? I don't know if you still run Moon Girl in this. I think Sarah's probably good. You don't own Super Scroll? No, I have Super Scroll. But, like, what does Super Scroll hit right now besides other Zabu decks? Like, what else has an ongoing effect that we want to steal? That's, like, a genuine question. That's not me, like, being facetious here. Like, what other ongoing effects are strong enough that we want Super Scroll for? Because he only gains enemy effects. He doesn't gain ours. I think... What? I have to copy this? How do I... Why am I playing this? Why am I just unironically playing Claw without being on, like, something that makes him good? And why am I on Spectrum? Zabu? What? Zabu doesn't... You know Zabu's only 4-cost cards, right? Why would I be on Claw? What? What do you mean Claw and Miss Marvel puts 11 power onto one lane? I mean... Like, but then, like... I don't know. Ultimately, play what you want. I mean, like, this just doesn't look very good. Is this, like, the meta Zabu deck? Is this, like, what people are playing? People are actually running Spectrum? I'll try it, I guess. I don't know. I don't really like it. But not saying that, like, I don't like it because I think mine's better. I just don't think that the cards that are in here are very good. Personally. I mean, maybe it's just an issue that, like, I don't see the combo here. Like, I get the, like, Spectrum with a bunch of ongoing stuff, but, like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like we have a very good, like, actual winning. Alright, let's try this. Wait, reconnect to game?
Escaped.
I hate Marvel Snap sometimes. Why did this happen? I don't understand. Like, I canceled out of it. You would think it wouldn't let me go into the deck builder if I was in the middle of a game, you know? That's a nice Ant-Man variant. I think it came with the... I think it came with one of the season pass bundles. You know, honestly, I could probably just play Gladiator here. Don't tell me they had an event for that Dogwater movie. Oh, they did. And I think the new card that came out at that point was Ghost. It wasn't the season pass card. Ghost wasn't the season pass card, but Ghost was like the new card that just came out. What is happening? Cool. The particle's going crazy.
Opponent snapped.
Now, I think if I use Super Scroll on to get a Morbius, I'm pretty sure it will still have no added power because I haven't discarded anything. Bro, what on earth is happening to my screen? What cards you have in deck? 4. So this is 8 power. I mean, I think this technically gives me the most power. It puts me at 7. It's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then I just have to, like... I'm not running Shang-Chi, right? No. Oh my god. He's gonna go up by what? -4. So he'll go up by 4. There's a turn 7. Yeah. That was why I wasn't freaking out. They have 4 cards in hand. There could be something that discards stuff. So that gives him an extra 2 power, which puts him at 27. I don't think this is going to be 16 power. I feel like I don't win this unless they literally just play something that does nothing here. It's like actually the only way we win. Because this goes up to 26. So they need to do nothing to give this more power. Which seems unlikely in a discard deck. Or you know what, they also could just have Hela.
Escaped.
Yeah, I think the risk of Hela makes that not worth staying in. Why don't we play Shang-Chi? I feel like every deck has something that has really big power. What do we cut for Shang-Chi, though? Because, like... Oh, I feel like... I don't know that Super Scroll is very good right now. Maybe we cut him. Guess I'll put it this way. He definitely doesn't feel very good. Actually, will this tell me... Hang on. Will this thing that I had tell me what was a Season Pass? It will. Okay. What were the Season Pass cards? Oh, it only tells me what the current Season Pass cards are, not what the past ones are. Okay, never mind. That's not nearly as fun. What the? Hold up. That skin is crazy! What the hell? That goes kind of hard. Yeah. For real. Okay, but what are the odds that what they play is a Red Skull, and then I just take the Red Skull's ability and give them more power? Wouldn't that be wild? I kind of want to keep this open because I don't know what this is going to be. I mean... No, I don't. You and me both, friend. Why is my game lagging so much? It's freaking Marvel Snap. Oh, okay.
Victory.
I thought I was gonna get Zola'd. But yeah, I'm thinking that Super Scroll is a bit too niche. And I'm gonna put in Shang-Chi, because Shang-Chi feels a lot better in this meta, at least from the decks I've been seeing. maybe higher up there's like more consistent decks being spread around. If I had to guess, it was to counter Miss Marvel because everyone was running it, and it's died down now. Dead stream? What do you mean? Is the stream down? Is the stream down? Okay, what happens now that I replaced it? Did it automatically update? Yeah. My internet trash then? Interesting. Fine, we're gonna keep with the plebeian. Seriously, how do you, like... I thought you lived in Germany. How are you just, like, always in everyone's stream all the time? I feel like it doesn't matter what hour of the day it is. You're always on. Good thing LOR takes no internet. Yeah, if you just play on Path of Champions. Dude, I love all the Dan Hip. Everything Dan Hip does, I love, dude. All of his artwork is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. I just play mobile. Oh, that's true too. That also works. You know, I will say the thing I like about this Zabu deck immediately is that like we can actually draw like playable hands. Just hit Masters in a day. Nice. In Eternal or in Standard? Silverhawk with the 14-month Prime resub. Thank you so much.
I got an ad. Be gone, Bezos.
Yeah, you tell him. I hit Masters in Standard like the week of reset. Nice. I should probably... Okay, what are they at? 7? I think we just shove Darkhawk here since he can't be destroyed.
Assemble.
Is it a bot? I feel like this is going to be really awkward to do this, but also I kind of want the 0 cost card before they do. It's not very good, actually. I think we just put... Maybe we do put Miss Marvel here. Okay. What's your... I mean, I think it's a bot. I think if I hit snap, it's just gonna leave and I end up with 1 cube. So I think we just let this stick. I have the mental fortitude to hit Masters in Eternal. Yeah, it was a bot. Like, if this was your last play, like, it... Even if I did nothing, I think this lost. No, I think they would have won this location, actually. I had to do something, but yeah. Since I didn't preemptively snap. Okay, what is happening? Like... Those bots... But bots don't use season pass icons? I mean, is that like an actual rule? Bro, I have a 2080 Ti, and you're telling me that my monitor is stuttering with frickin' Marvel Snap of all things? Wild, dude.
Opponent snapped.
Just play Volibear and turn your brain off. I don't have mental to play ranked at all anymore. I always want to play meta if I play ranked, but it gets so anti-fun to me, and I don't want to play bad decks. No, I mean, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Alright, I think we can... I think we just miss Marvel. I kind of hope she doesn't hit. I hope that this doesn't put her at this location, because then we're kind of in trouble. Cerebro 5, yeah. I think they have Mystique, but I could be wrong. I kind of hope they have Mystique. Well, that's kind of good for me. I mean, I don't even have Darkhawk yet, but maybe since, like, you know, there's a 50-50 chance that we draw him next turn, we just do this. To be honest, I don't even... I mean, I might as well just Zabu here. Like, it means I'm not going to get the Miss Marvel upgrade here, but that's kind of fine. Okay. Well, now this is very interesting. What's the most power here? Mary is 10, but this is... He unknowingly screwed you and unscrewed you? Yeah, for real. Alright, let's just think about this. Is Spectrum enough, though? So putting Spectrum here already makes us even, but then we need to have another 9 power just to win this location, right? To which this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power here, and then 8, 9, 10, 11. So I do have enough if this is just another 9 cost. Like if this is Doctor Doom, we do win this location. And same exact situation happens over here. I think we snap. That's fine. I wasn't super confident anyway. Also, the discipline on that guy to wait until like close to the last minute. Alright, I think this might have to be my last game for the night because I think the hot sauce is finally starting to hit me. And I feel like I might throw up or have to take the dump of my life. One of those two is probably happening. Boomer snap. Like, I mean, like... That wasn't a bad snap. You're just gaslighting. Hell is really not the card I was hoping for here. I mean, I guess I'll just snap. Oh god, so laggy, dog. What's the deal with the rocks? Oh, you mean like why I keep putting rocks in the opponent's deck? So, like, Rock Slide and Korg both put rocks in the opponent's deck, and then I have a Darkhawk who gets +2 power for each card in your opponent's deck. So if you just fill their deck with rocks, then they don't really have a choice. They don't really have any say in the matter. I guess I just claw here. Adam Warlock is such an interesting card because he kind of fixes the problem of like never drawing all the combo pieces you need for certain decks, but also he's just really hard to actually use. Well, I already snapped, so we're good. Even if they Shang-Chi here, we're still winning this location, and we will most likely win this location. So Darkhawk, we'll see exactly why we're putting all the rocks in their deck. See, I don't know why you would do this play on turn 5 and then, like, let this get to this turn, unless you were just waiting to see what card you draw. Here's the other reason why we do the rocks, is because the rocks get put into their deck, which means that it could eat one of their draws. So, like, instead of drawing a card they actually need, they just get more rocks. Like, this is another rock here, right? Okay, that was a bot. That had to be a bot. No shot you put this here and think this is a good play. But, I mean, then again, they took a really long time to do that one thing. Oh, maybe it wasn't a bot, but like I don't know. It's a really weird play if not then. Whoa. Whoa, is anyone else like tripping out right now? Whoa. I almost don't want to play Zabu. Actually, you know what? Putting Zabu here doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I don't think. Numbers had that special sauce. Hey man, all I'm saying is that I definitely did eat something today. Oh, okay. I'm not huge fan of this, if I'm going to be honest with you, Storm. This is maybe not my favorite play you've ever forced me into. But I guess this is pretty safe for Lizard. No, it's not. I actually lost that location. Wow, that really sucks. But what just happened? Well, everything they have in their hand, aside from the card they just drew, now has 3 power. I guess we'll find out. I guess I don't snap. I probably should have snapped last turn, but here we are.
Victory.
Could you guys believe that I've never actually done drugs before in my life? As much as we, like, joke about it and whatever, I've never actually done any drugs. I think the closest thing you can say to a drug I've done is, like, I drink soda, which has caffeine in it. That's basically the closest. Would it hurt your feelings if I said I'd be more surprised if you had? No. I think that's probably not a bad... not a bad thing to have people think about me. You know, alcohol is a drug. I also don't drink alcohol. If you can believe that.
Wind, aid my hand.
So what do we think are the odds that they have Juggernaut? I'm gonna guess that's Juggernaut. No, it's Mr. Negative. Why would you storm Mr. Negative this location? Well, yeah, then the closest thing left are cigarettes, caffeine, and all different types of sugars. I mean, I guess if we're counting sugars, then, like, I technically have had sugar, but I don't know if that actually counts. Homie, why did you... What was the plan here? Why did you do this? Because didn't you just make... Wait, didn't you make, like, a bunch of stuff in your hand? Wait, hang on. I need to make sure I understood this right. Homie, on turn 1, plays this. Sets everything that's in his hand to 3. And then he draws this, plays it. Draws this, plays it. And now his hand is all a bunch of 3 cost stuff? Like, were they really... Okay, I don't get it. It kind of doesn't, but it basically is one. Yeah, I mean, sugar is, like, addictive and stuff, right? So I guess it depends on what we're calling a drug. I think that was definitely a game that I should have snapped. I definitely do need to get better at, like, snapping early. That is definitely something I need to get better at. Okay, if I don't draw a, Zabu, like, right now, I think we lose. Okay, never mind. We can play this out a bit. Let's go ahead and snap. I think we save this for turn 4 if I can. Okay, so we need to do this now. I mean, there is still a chance that we, like, can still win with the Zabu play, right? If I just, like, shove Zabu down. I'm just trying to think. I'm looking at our deck list. If my hand is, like, Ant-Man, Korg, Luke Cage, we actually do just lose.
Wind, aid my hand.
Oh, well, that was awkward. Alright. I mean, same wavelength, I guess. Had a roommate in college who smoked a lot of weed, but he was not gracious enough to ever offer me any, and also I don't think he thought I'd ever want any, so... Wait, why are you oh, right, because of Iceman. Right. I don't want to play Darkhawk, because I don't really want him getting... Actually, I think I do want to play Darkhawk, the more I think about it. What is their plan? Well, I have to, like, not lose this location. But if I play Rock Slide here, we do lose this location. Maybe we do just end up losing, depending on what they're doing. Okay, yeah, there was no reason to put Darkhawk here when I had this power coming here. That was my bad. The more I'm thinking about it, the more, like, Darkhawk really should have just been over here. I don't know if I'm losing because I'm tired or if I'm losing because I'm stupid. You know what I mean? Like, Hazuku, how you doing today? When was the last time you played Marvel Snap? I'm exhausted. That's fair. How are you? I'm doing good. No complaints at the moment. I don't remember. That's also fair. This is a sick variant too, but it looks like an expensive one. I don't think there's actually anything in our deck that we really want. November 10th, but I think I was just checking something. How do you know that it was specifically November 10th? Steam. Does it tell you the last time you opened the game? I guess I did know that and forgot. Oh, good. But I mean, this is only... Oh, wait. Hang on. I got an X23, too. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. I guess I let Leech make these not have abilities so I can put them somewhere next turn. Is that better? I mean, it means Claw's gonna have no ability if I do that. Maybe I just shove Luke Cage. Okay. Wow. Wait, what did you just do? Let me just shove Nick Cage. Did I say Nick Cage? I mean, this definitely still just makes the most sense, right? Actually, why am I putting you here when I should probably be putting you here? What is happening? What? What is happening? I honestly think I just put Spectrum here and just... do I have any other 1-drops in the deck? No. So putting Ant-Man here will... Yeah. I do have 4-drops, though. So I will lose the 5 power. I could potentially lose the 5 power here. But I think this is... I mean, there's a world where this definitely screws us. Whatever this ends up being. Oh, okay. Well, goodbye, Noel. Hello again, Noel.
Enough said, bub.
Okay. I think I need to go to bed. I think I'm just going to give myself a headache if I keep losing games. I mean, the other option is just that, like, Zabu's just not very good. At the very least, not for climbing or, like, against the decks I'm seeing. But, like, I don't know how to win against the decks that I'm seeing if what I'm playing isn't winning. I feel like I just need to be better about, like, leaving games that I don't think I can win and snapping when I need to. Bro played Yu-Gi-Oh! And Snap? Yeah, basically. I'm just trying to think. So, tomorrow we'll do some LOR again. get some rest, yo. Yeah, I probably should. I had some really hot sauce in it. It's really upsetting my stomach now. So we'll play Runeterra tomorrow. And then I'm just trying to think of what else we should do. I guess I will end the stream here. But I'm just trying to think, like, Elawar tomorrow? Maybe a little Eve online. Homie, I will promise you what I will never be playing that game on stream. I probably won't ever be playing that game, period. But definitely not on stream. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, it doesn't look very fun, and it doesn't look very entertaining to watch. Yeah, like, I mean, if you're happy playing it, you seem to be getting good viewership. All power to you, but, like, for me, like, nah. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, that's coming from a guy who plays card games, which are just inherently not very interesting to watch if you don't know what's happening. But, like, you know, that's a me problem. But yeah, so I think I'm going to end stream here. I will be back again tomorrow, guys. 7 p.m. Eastern to about 11 p.m. Eastern. We did go a little bit late, but that's because, you know, it's Saturday. I don't have a bedtime. And I've been feeling good. Like, besides the hot sauce thing, I've been working out. I've been trying to, like, stay on top of stuff. I just decided to do it because I've always liked the game, so if I was going to have bad viewership, I might as well share something I love. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, your viewership's been pretty good recently. Like, maybe not compared to, like, your peak Duelist days, but, like, also, like, I mean, how do you recover from the game that you played dying? You know what I mean? Like, I think for what has happened and what you've been doing, you've actually been doing really good. Every time I see you, you're in, like, the 10 to 15 viewer range, maybe even more some streams. I think sometimes those are raids, but it seems like you get them pretty consistently. So yeah, I'd say you're doing pretty well. I don't think I even have that many viewers when I'm, like, playing Marvel Snap. When I play LOR, I sometimes get views like that, but those are kind of, my average is quite a bit higher now. Oh, good. No, that's good. But yeah, definitely play games that make you happy. Like, I played Marvel Snap on stream. I like the game, but I don't think I could do consistent, like, 4-hour streams of it, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I used to play, like, 1 hour of this at the beginning of stream. I did do LOR this week, and even my return got me quite a few viewers. Nice. But I got to Masters, and I was done. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I think that there's going to be a lot more interesting stuff once the new cards come out, but I don't know when they're coming out. Because I think they won't come out until Eternal rank ends, and I don't think that's for, like, another week. I think. I could be wrong. But anyway, thank you so much for sitting through and listening to my spiel, y'all. Have a good night. I will be back again tomorrow. If you've somehow made it to this point in the YouTube archive and you're still watching, sure to hit that like button, comment with what you think I did wrong in this, you know, set of games, because I'm probably pretty dumb. I didn't even play the new card today. I literally had it in the thumbnail and never even touched it. It's in 3 days? Oh, I need to really hurry up on getting Masters and Eternal then. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget, hit the subscribe or follow button or whatever platform you're on.